Okay, welcome back. Carl Edwards Jr. This was a minor league deal. Very low risk, high reward. This guy was a huge part of that Cubs bullpen in 2016. He was most recently with the Seattle Mariners. He was best known for his time with the Cubs, where he spent the first 5 years of his career from 2015 until 2019 and won a World Series ring in 2016. Excuse me. Edwards' production kind of fell off in his last season as a Cub, and they traded him to the Padres that summer. He didn't last long as a Padre, throwing only 1 2/3 of an inning. And he gave up 6 runs and then it let him go. So obviously, that doesn't sound too exciting, but last year with Seattle, he only pitched in 5 games. Got a save. Pitched 4 2/3 innings. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Only gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, and 1 earned run in those 4.2 innings. A WHIP of 0.643. Struck out for his career. He struck out 12.1 batters per 9 innings. But what has always been the big issue for Carl Edwards Jr. has been the walks. Luke, you want to talk about his walk per 9? Or do you have it pulled up?
He has a 5 walk per 9. You want to know what his walk per 9 with the
the Padres?
The Padres was?
Henry, do you have it pulled up?
21.6.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
I don't even
start.
He only pitched an inning and a third, but
and 2/3.
2/3, whatever.
Yeah.
He was I literally just on pace to walk 22 guys in that game in 9 innings. What?
That's not good. But
it's a rough little stretch.
So he pitched in 2 games. Give him a break. He had 2 rough games. That's like saying Javi Baez sucks because he had a bad season in 2020.
He does.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay. So, but overall in 2019, he was really just not effective at all with the Cubs either. He pitched in 20 games, a 5.87 ERA, over 15 and a third. He walked 9 guys in his time there. And for his combined stats for 2019, at 8.47 ERA in 22 games, 6.9 walks per 9. Nice. But however, he did strike out 78. No, that's batters faced. I'm sorry. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of strikeouts. He struck out 19 and 17 innings. So obviously the strikeout numbers have always been there for Carl Edwards. Back in 2016, he had a career high 13 strikeouts per 9 innings and only 3.5 walks per 9. He's pretty good at limiting the long ball. For his career, 0.7 home runs per 9 innings. Obviously, if we can get the command controlled, this guy could easily become one of our better relievers, I think.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I mean, just looking at last year too, he had trying to recover from his 21.6 walks per 9 with San Diego. Last season, he had only 1.9 and 11.6 strikeouts per 9. So it seems like we're making a lot of moves based on this short season. And I don't know if that's a comfortable thought for me. I mean, it's taking a gamble with a bunch of guys, but they could pay off.
They really could. And I mean, he wasn't the only bullpen guy that we got this offseason. I didn't even put this on here, but we also signed Nate Jones as well. And Nate Jones has had a lot of success in his career. He's a veteran. He can definitely help out our bullpen if he can stay healthy. We don't need to go into the stats because I do believe that when we signed him, I don't remember what episode that was, we talked more in depth about him. So Luke, do you remember what episode that was?
It was like 9 or 10. I don't know.
No, it was definitely not 9 or 10.
Yeah, maybe it's like 7. I don't know. Don't.
It was
tell
like
me.
5 or 6, I think. I don't know.
Maybe I don't remember.
So, if you have 3 or 4 hours just to burn listening to our voices, first of all, bless your heart, but go listen to those episodes. Go listen to all of our episodes. Why not? While you're at it, we're
Yes.
very entertaining guys. We don't cuss. We're good boys. Hopefully we're entertaining as well. I mean, check us out on YouTube and all of our socials. All that is in the description. So that's all.
Yeah.
Also, Henry, if you don't, if you would like, you want to put your socials in the description of this episode.
Sure, I'll go for it.
All right. So Henry's socials as well. If you want to go check out Henry's profiles on social media, be sure to check those out in the description. They'll be both on YouTube and Spotify, all the platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcast, everywhere. And then you get a look at see exactly what Braves News 101 looks like in person. And then a lot of y'all are from there. So shout out to my Braves page. Of course.
And Luke.
Yeah, Luke's got a Braves page now. It's called Braves Suck 2001.
That's the best you can go.
Go follow it and tell them the podcast. You were here from the podcast.
Yeah. Look it up. You'll never find it.
Yeah.
It's my burner account.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Henry, you have a burner account you want to shout out?
Sadly I don't. I probably should though.
I actually don't either. So Luke, you're the only guy. You're the only one. Anyway,
nobody knows about it.
Now the whole world knows.
No, don't worry about it. You didn't hear anything.
So we're kind of going in order of importance. I don't even know how we organize this thing.
I don't either.
We're gonna be honest. We just put them on the list.
We just put them on the list.
We thought of the guys we signed and we just put them there. There was no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, this is in no order. So like, it's just because we were talking about Marcell Ozuna last doesn't mean we don't like Marcell Ozuna. Marcell Ozuna is my favorite current Brave player. I don't know if I've ever said that on a podcast, but I love Marcell Ozuna. I didn't say that because before we signed Ozuna, because like we didn't have, he wasn't on the team. Yeah. He's a free agent. So once he's back and, he signed a team friendly deal because first of all, Liberty Media sucks. And second of all, he's a great human being. So every episode we just go off of Liberty Media and it's so great.
It's
and we're
DFA Liberty Media times 3 already. And we're only like 25 minutes in.
Get that hashtag DFA Liberty Media trending on Twitter ASAP.
Shout us out. DFA Liberty Media at our personals, or just Braves News 101 or whatever. Just whatever.
Okay. I'm not. I don't have a personal Twitter account, so you can't really tag me. But you can. We don't even have a podcast thing for Twitter, but we should. I don't know if anyone wants to email us and like. Yeah, we have an email too. Email us below. We're desperate for emails. I think we actually had an email. I don't know if we've even. Did we even read it? The other day, have we even read this yet?
What?
Have I said this on
email?
Air? It's from Kerwin.
Oh no, we didn't read that.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you about this.
You didn't tell me that. Kerwin says,
"Hi, I enjoy
this yesterday."
Oh, I didn't see that. Did you answer it? Because we both were.
Yeah, I did. I answered it. It was like last night or something.
Okay. So he said, "Hi, I enjoy your podcast for the last couple of weeks lately on various platforms, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and now YouTube. All I have to say is keep up the great work. Thanks, Kerwin." I mean, that was almost a week ago, so sorry for just getting back to you, but Kerwin, thank you.
Yeah, truly.
We really appreciate that. Anyone else who wants to have their name in a podcast, please email us.
Yes.
We are desperate to read your emails live on air. And send us links to random Braves moments, and we'll just play them on air. Why not? Just don't like Rickroll me, please. I'm gonna get Rickrolled. I feel like if I do that. Anyways. What's the next thing? Oh yeah, arbitration re-signings. Max Fried and Dansby Swanson. Wait. Didn't we get Soroka and
Yeah,
who's someone else as well? Why did not
Soroka and
who else was that? I
I don't
forget.
even remember who the other one was.
Was it Austin Riley?
No, it wasn't Austin.
No, he's not. I don't think he's arbitration eligible yet. He has MF service time. Who was the other person?
Was it? I don't know.
AJ Minter.
Was it Minter?
So,
Sounds right.
Anyways, Max Fried, we avoided arbitration with him on a 1-year, $3.5 million deal. That's a steal. Max Fried is worth a lot more than 3.5 million, but
Yeah.
Liberty Media is being cheap. So,
Facts.
it just, we need to have an entire like Liberty Media episode sometime and just bash them. And if you don't know what arbitration is, please look it up because it's too complicated to this. Like, I feel like I couldn't even explain it well enough on air.
I will
It's
say
just
this.
it's complicated.
I will say this. People on Twitter were getting like a little riled up because like Dansby Swanson lost his arbitration hearing. So he's getting 6 million this year instead of 6.8. And people were asking, they were like, will this hurt the relationship with the franchise or with the front office? No. Players aim. Yeah, it's not up to the players, and their agents aim high in money so they can get more money.
It's more like their
when it
agents,
levels out.
and it's also arbitration cases go to the judge, so it's the judge's decision basically. So, AJ Minter, Braves and AJ Minter agreed to 1 year, $1.3 million to avoid arbitration. And then we got Dansby back, as you said, for $6 million. He lost his arbitration case. And then what happened with Soroka? I think
It was like 3.5 maybe. I think it was somewhere around there.
Same
Or
as
3.8.
Fried.
It was somewhere
Okay.
around, yeah. Same
Somewhere
as
around
Fried.
there.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's much to go over there. I mean,
yeah, I think that's just, that's what it is, what it is. So
we're paying like our top three in the rotation like a combined $7 million. Basically. Basically, that's
paying,
all
what are
we're
we
saying.
paying Ian Anderson? Like $500K this year or something?
Probably. The service time salaries, the service time manipulation, if we want to talk about the Kevin Mather thing. I don't know. I don't know what to say. The Mariners GM or Mariners former.
We
GM.
can talk about that another episode. That's just holy cow. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, we can
anymore.
discuss that in the next episode if we need to.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that next episode's gonna go. We might get back in the top 10 list, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. What's the next thing? Oh goodness, we got Grant Dayton back and Luke Jackson to avoid arbitration.
Boo.
Actually,
I don't mind Grant Dayton, but obviously
Luke Jackson's. If you guys want to know, let me just find him. So Luke Jackson was rocked for a 6.84 ERA last year and a 3.84 ERA in 2019. That's a miracle. He gave up like 3 hits an inning, and somehow his ERA was 3.84. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, he does strike out a lot of guys. I'll give him that, but he's getting $1.9 million next year. So this is what Liberty Media is spending their money on. A guy with an ERA like of 7.
It is painful to watch Luke Jackson play baseball. It is painful to watch him pitch because there's going to be runners in scoring position before we get one out. It is a guarantee. is probably the most consistent thing about this baseball team. Luke Jackson digging us in a hole in their offense, having to come back late and save the game, which they do a lot of the time, thankfully. But this man, I don't think I've ever watched him pitch and think, oh, wow, that was pretty good. Let's keep this guy on the team. Every time I see him pitch, I just want to punch a hole in the wall. I've said enough.
And I remember because Luke and I went to game 1 of the NLDS in 2019. And Chris Martin got hurt in, like, I think it was the 8th inning. Was it 7th inning? I think. Wait.
I think his mic cut out.
Yeah, you're on
Nope.
mute.
Sorry. It was the top of the 8th.
Top of the 8th.
Top of the 8th.
And Luke Jackson comes in. We're up by 2 or 3, I think.
2, because I think Goldschmidt hit a 2-run to tie the game, or something like that. I don't remember.
Do you remember this game, Henry? You might remember it, like, vaguely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I remember.
And Chris Martin got hurt.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up the play-by-play real quick.
I can tell you, I was at a game. Me and my friends decided to go up on a Friday and watch a game.
Mhm.
And I can't remember who we were playing. I think it may have been the Phillies or the Nats or something. And it was painful to watch Luke Jackson come in. Me and my friends all hate him. And we see him come in and we start booing from the top of the stadium. And sure enough, he gives up like 3 runs in his inning. And we had a nice lead, but we ended up winning the game. Shane Green came in to close it. But
yeah, I don't blame you for booing. Like, it's not like we don't want to see Luke Jackson. It's not like we don't want to see him succeed. We want him to succeed. He just never does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no confidence in him when I see him toe the
Like
rubber.
every time he chose the rubber, I'm like, maybe this is the time, but no, it never is. Never is.
We were up 3-1 in the 8th entering the 8th inning, top of the 8th inning, and we bring in Chris Martin, and he gets injured during warmups. We bring in Luke Jackson. Out of all the guys that are in bullpen, we bring in Luke Jackson.
Mr. Consistent.
So, very first batter shows up a bomb to Paul Goldschmidt to make it 3-2. Very first batter. it was bad. And then next batter was our new friend Marcell Ozuna, and Luke Jackson actually struck him out. So good for Luke Jackson, I guess. He struck out Marcell Ozuna, and then he struck out Yadier Molina. So we're up by 1. With 2 outs in the 8th inning, gives it back-to-back singles from Paul DeYoung and Colton Wong. And then he's pulled because he just gave up 3 hits in 0.2 innings. And then Mark Lancey gave up a game-tying single to Matt Carpenter, and Colton Wong was thrown out at home. So, and the 9th inning was a dumpster fire, but we gave up. I think we gave up 4 runs in the top of the 9th, and then we scored 3 in the bottom half, and we lost 7-6. But and I remember because we both went to that game. Sorry, Henry, but we'll go back to you in just a second. But as soon as Luke Jackson came into that game, Luke and I looked at each other because we were a few sections over from each other. We found each other, and we just gave each other the same exact look, like it's about to go down. Like we're screwed. We're just screwing ourselves over. And sure enough, we did exactly that. Like we both knew that we're just signing ourselves up for disaster as soon as we brought in Luke Jackson. We're go ahead, Henry, with whatever you say.
I was just gonna say Luke Jackson and Tyler Flowers were a lethal duo. They were Mr. Consistent at screwing that team over. Every time they got a chance. Tyler Flowers would only produce and perform in games where either we had a huge lead or we were down by a ton, and it was the bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. I'm glad that we got at least 1 thorn out of our side. I'll say that.
And the fact that I just don't get why we keep giving Luke Jackson chance after chance after chance. This guy's been with us since like 2016. Like, when is the time going to come where we just like, we're done with you? I mean, he should have been gone like 3 years ago, and he just keeps coming back on these short deals, and he keeps being brought into the games. And like, literally, I was watching a game in my dorm last semester, and we brought in Luke Jackson. I think I said something sarcastic or whatever about Luke Jackson. I was like, why do we keep bringing him in? And my roommate told me, this is legendary. Well, or like, well, no, I think I asked, what is there to like about Luke Jackson? And he said, well, at least he prays before he pitches. And I just go, well, so does every Braves fan in existence. so lots of prayers go out when Luke Jackson comes to the game.
Looking at Luke Jackson's stats the past 2 seasons, 2019, he had 13 strikeouts per 9, 3.2 walks per 9. So that's pretty respectable. Last season, he absolutely fell apart. 6 strikeouts per 9 and 4.5 walks a 9. He is the best pitcher I know at allowing base runners.
Hits per 9?
13.2.
Holy. And then on the walks per 9, and that's like
13.2 hits per 9.
Sorry, 13.3. So
that's
that's
even worse.
That's a total of 17.7 base runners per 9 innings.
Good gosh. Oh my God.
And we're paying him almost $2 million.
Wait, wasn't Luke Jackson a starter to start his career? Didn't he start his career as a starter?
Not with us.
He did not. He has 0 career starts.
I thought he did.
If Luke Jackson's ever a starter, I mean, holy cow.
I feel we're bad when if Luke Jackson's our starter.
If he starts a game, the world is ending.
Hey, but maybe that's what we need to do. Start him in the first inning so we could have all the runs that he's given up in that one inning, and then we can just start from there.
We need to know what we need to gain back.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about his
awful 7-0 in the first inning?
I mean, he would be even worse than Fulte in Game 5 of the NLDS. So let's not even talk about that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
It's Luke Jackson. Yes, he's going to be even worse. I mean, if anyone, like, I'm not saying Fulte was a bad pitcher. I love Fulte, and I wish him the best of luck in Texas. But can we just also talk about his hair? It's terrible. Like, he looks like what does he even look like?
It looks like he just woke up in the morning and found a pail of grease and decided to dip his head in it and walk out of the house.
It's terrible. He has like a little girl's haircut, but he has a beard. It just looks it looks terrible.
I know if I'm a batter in the MLB and I step in the box
I see that,
I'm
licking my chops when I'm seeing Luke Jackson on the mound and I'm at the plate. Like, I'm just like, this is home run derby right here. Actually, that might be once Luke Jackson retires, that'll be the perfect job for him, is throwing batting practice.
Mm-hmm. He already does it in the major leagues, so might as well make it a full-time job.
Why not?
You can pay $2 million to pitch batting practice in live games.
Basically. Anyways, we're due to time constraints, we're gonna skip ahead and just go ahead and talk about Victor Arano and Kyle. Actually, no, we won't only talk about Kyle Garlick because he's gone, but we'll talk about Victor Arano.
I'm looking at these stats and I'm really, really liking this move. I do see an increasing ERA through his 3 seasons already, but overall his career ERA is 2.65 over 73 games. He has 9.6 strikeouts per 9 and 2.8 walks. I think I like the signing. He's going to be a good addition to our pen after losing Melanson and Chris Martin. We lost someone else.
Shane Green and Melanson.
Shane Green.
Darren O'Day as well.
Yes, I believe.
We lost
he'll be a good fill-in.
We lost some really good talent in our bullpen, but I feel like Victor Rano, he was one of the better relievers in the Phillies bullpen for 3 years. I mean, where was he last year? He was
Phillies.
He's been with the Phillies all 3
no,
years.
no.
Oh,
I don't know where he
doesn't have
was
any-
last year. I don't know
right
where he
elbow.
was last year.
Doesn't have any 2020 stats.
He underwent right elbow surgery. It wasn't Tommy John, but yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, if he can rebound from that injury, I feel like he could be one of our best relievers. I mean, him and Edwards, and maybe who knows, maybe even Nate Jones. I don't know if he's even on the 40-man roster though.
I think if he have any type of season semi close to 2018, I think we're getting a really steal. I mean, a 2.73 ERA in 60 games, 60 appearances. He had 60 strikeouts, so about a strikeout an inning, a 3.36 FIP. He did have over a 1 WHIP, so I don't know. Hopefully, it's not Luke Jackson 2.0.
Wait, what did you say? But his whip was what?
Almost 1.2, which isn't the worst, but
that's pretty good. Like Luke Jackson is close to 2. So
yeah,
like Victor Rano, it doesn't concern me at all. I mean, this guy still is.
He's got the stuff for sure.
Even though his FIP has been on the rise for a while. Actually, I won't say he was one of the better relievers for 3 years. I mean, only pitched in 13 combined games between both 2017 and 2019. In 2018, he was phenomenal. Pitched in 60 games. It's such a low risk thing to go out and try to get this guy. I think. Y'all agree?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say.
All right, moving right along. We also got Kyle Garlick from the Phillies, but we DFA'd him, and he's now with the Twins, so we don't need to talk about him. So we also re-signed the Kung Fu Panda, Pablo Sandoval. Anyone want to talk about Pablo Sandoval?
Do you want to give my honest opinions or optimistic opinions?
Don't talk about his weight, okay?
I was gonna say let's wait. Listen,
let's be respectful.
I don't think Pablo Sandoval will make the roster. I mean, obviously we know his best days are behind him. He got like 1 at bat in the playoffs, and he got hit, I think.
I don't know. He got 1 at bat in the 2020 regular season with the Braves, and
2 at bats, no hits.
2 at bats, but he got walked twice, so a 500 on base percentage.
Even with how bad our bench is right now, I don't think Pablo is gonna be the answer on the bench. 38-year-old, however old Pablo Sandoval is now.
He'll be 34.
That's it.
Yeah,
34.
Yeah, he's been around a while. He came up with as a young guy. He was back in 2010 in the World Series run. He was in 2008. He was only 21. So, yeah, you thought he was like 40, huh?
I thought he was like 40 years old. What was the year? Was that 2014 where he was the one that caught the final out in the World Series?
Correct. Yep.
Says what?
And he just fell to the ground. He just fell.
Yeah.
he was 27 then.
27. I didn't think he was that young. I thought he was like 100.
He looks ancient already.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
he
I thought,
hit.
like,
I mean, he's still got power though. I think everyone knows that. But this guy's played in 11 total series. I'm hearing a weird noise. I'm in the storage room, so I'm hearing like random noises behind me. But he has appeared in 11 total series in the postseason. Obviously was a big part of 3 World Series runs with the Giants. Won all 3 of them, 2010, 2012, and 2014. Won World Series MVP in 2012. A 2-time All-Star. He's He won 3 World Series rings. I mean, he has a lot of experience in the postseason, but most of that came. I mean, he did have one appearance in, or actually, no, he appeared 3 times in the 2020 NLCS, but he didn't get a single hit. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So he got hit by a pitch, though. So, hey. Still does not have a hit in the Braves uniform, but that's okay.
Yeah, I gotta say, not to take away anything from his previous accomplishments, but this guy last year he hit 214, 1 homer in how many games? 34 total games. I agree with Luke. I think he's not going to make the roster, but I think it's definitely worth a shot to at least mentor some other young guys in spring training. But I don't think he's going to be on our active roster.
I think he could help our Hispanic infielders. I mean, I guess we only have 2, Ozzy and Camargo, unless I'm forgetting somebody. He could be. I think he can be a huge mentor to Camargo, and who knows? Maybe even Erie. I can't even say the name. Adrianza. I don't know.
Erie Adrianza.
Yeah, him. I think he could also be a mentor to him, even though he's a veteran in his own right. But that is actually a beautiful transition because we also got him 2 days after re-signing Pablo Sandoval. And also, if y'all are hearing an echo, we apologize. We're trying to figure out why that is, but we'll see. We'll see if we can get that fixed sometime in the future. We'll try to figure it out. We promise. So, Erie Adrianza.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this signing. Last year he had 191 in 44 games. He had 101 plate appearances, and sitting sub 200. That's not looking good on paper.
It's
no
2020.
homers, 3 RBIs. True. 2019 looked decent. He had 272 and 83 games and 202 at bats with 5 homers. So he's not really looking like a power threat, but still could be. If he plays like he does in 2019, he could be a consistent contact, get a hit off the bench.
Mm-hmm. He also put up a 765 OPS in 2019. I think he does have that potential to be very solid bench bat. I think he might be one of Snicker's go-to guys off the bench, like Culberson was for a number of years. I'm not saying this guy is the next Culberson, but obviously the hair isn't as good. But how can you talk about Culberson and not bring up that hair? I mean, it's impossible. We wish Culberson the best of luck with Texas, of course. We have to.
Please come back.
Yes.
Yes.
We already miss Charlie Culberson a ton. So, also, another Braves news that also just went on. We DFA'd Jeremy Walker a few days ago, and he was just picked up by the San Francisco Giants. So, of course, best of luck to Jeremy Walker in his next stop in his career with the Giants.
We also DFA'd today Jack Mayfield.
Yeah, we were going to talk about him, but
yeah, Jack Mayfield is in our list, but Jack Mayfield obviously today got DFA'd.
Doesn't mean he's necessarily gone, but
yeah,
he's not on the 40-man roster anymore. So I don't think there's really a need to talk about Mayfield right now. So we also selected Kyle Muller to the 40-man roster.
Kyle Muller, woo!
I know that Luke is a huge fan of Kyle Muller.
Love Kyle Muller.
And we actually discussed Kyle Muller briefly in podcasts. Just I don't. That was like episode 7, I think. Or episode 6 or 7. I don't know. We talked about his high school career where he was an absolute stud. He set a national record with 24 strikeouts in a row.
Yeah.
That's kind of unheard of, but and he also hit like close to 400 with like 15 bombs. I don't even know. I'm just making that number up. I actually have no idea how many homers
Mark
he
my
hit, but
words, by 2023, Kyle Muller will be mainstay in the Braves rotation.
unless we trade him, please don't trade him.
Don't doubt that.
Alex.
Don't trade him. If he by 2023, Reid, Soroka, Anderson, Muller, and whoever else.
So
Jacob deGrom.
So he was selected he was selected in 2016. He's a left-handed pitcher. He was named Gatorade Baseball Player of the Year after going 8-0 with a 0.46 ERA and 133 strikeouts as a pitcher. I don't know how many innings. Hit 396. There was 15 homers and 52 runs batted in. So this guy was a pitcher and an outfielder, and he set the national record for strikeouts in a row with 24. And that doesn't even matter who you're facing. That's insane at any level, no matter the opponent. 24 strikeouts in a row. That's pretty unheard of anywhere.
Yeah. That's mind-boggling.
Okay, we're back. We had a little technical difficulties there, but anyways, we're talking about Kyle Muller, and he is absolute stud. He is obviously on the 40-man roster now. That was to ensure that we wouldn't have to take him off the 40-man roster. Or not take him off the 40-man roster, to make sure he wasn't like subject to the what's it called, the Rule 5 draft or whatever. And I'm not really sure how that works out, but if anyone's familiar with the Rule 5 draft out there, I'm not too familiar with how it works, but anyways, the next thing that we have on our list is Chipper Jones has been added to our coaching staff. This was earlier this month, February 1st. I think Chipper Jones has always, like, I've always thought of him as like a great mentor, and I've always thought that he could be a manager, but obviously we have Snicker. So I think he was hired as a hitting analyst. So do y'all have any opinions on this?
I think it's a great move, honestly. I think Chipper is a great leader, and he knows how to work with young guys on their swing. I know he's worked with Dansby and got him back on track with all his high expectations, being the number 1 overall pick. I know he worked with him. I know he spent some time with Austin Riley as well. Still waiting to see that come to fruition, but I know he's willing to work with the guys and wants to give back in any way he can as the organization, and hopefully he'll move on up quickly. I'm a huge fan of this.
Yeah, I think it's a great sign, or a great addition to the staff. Definitely will help, like Henry said, the younger guys for just, I mean, whether that's on the field or just, the mental part of the game, like, knowing when to be ready. I think it's a great addition to the staff. So.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Chipper Jones, I mean, he's been with us for spring training for a number of years, and he's just kind of been there as a mentor for younger players. And he wasn't actually hired by the Braves for any position. He just showed up and wanted to just help out. And he and Andrew Jones and a bunch of other former Brave players. And obviously this is a Hall of Fame third baseman, as everyone in Braves country should know. And I honestly think that this is just going to be huge. And you all said that, like, he can really help out Austin Riley. I think Chipper Jones was always a great hitter from both sides of the plate. I know Austin Riley's not a switch hitter, but he was very disciplined at the plate too, and that's what Austin Riley struggles with the most, is laying off off-speed pitches low and away. Just watching Austin Riley for a few years, I've just have gotten used to seeing him just swing and miss at terrible pitches. But I think that Chipper Jones could be a huge mentor to not just Austin Riley, but everyone on the team. And I'm sure that like guys like Freddie Freeman, or I guess Freddie Freeman's the only guy, but only former teammate of his still around. But I'm sure Freddie Freeman's so happy to see Chipper Jones back on a regular basis. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember last spring training, Chipper was announcing, and Freddie was up at bat, and they were chirping him in his ear, and then he ended up scoring on that fly ball, screaming, "There's wind, boys!
there's wind, boys. There's wind.
First.
There's wind.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
It was
That
a
was-
beautiful moment.
It was a beautiful moment until everything shut down like 2 days later.
Mhm. Yeah. So, that's basically every like bit of news that we have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
There's
think
other.
We have one more thing.
Well,
We have one
coaching
more thing.
wise, we do have.
Well, I'm
another
talking about
thing.
players, but I'm saying we have one
Well, we
player.
were talking
that
about
we've been
coaching.
saving.
Oh,
We have,
yes.
well, actually, no, we have two because we have. Let's talk about Jake Lamb first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
think-
I love this deal.
I love it.
getting Jake.
I love this
Jake
signing.
Lamb. I
I think
almost
it's a
said
great
something.
signing.
I almost said something that rhymes with lamb and starts with D, and I don't know. It kind of slipped, so hopefully I didn't say the full thing.
Dude, I saw something on Twitter and it was like, "Can't wait for some lamb chop." That was clever. That was clever.
Ooh.
I'll give people that was clever.
Chop on.
Yeah,
we were
this
talking
is-
about a left-handed bat. There you go. That I think is going to be the left-handed bat on our bench.
Speaking
It's
of
Jake
another
Lamb.
left-handed bat, we also forgot to talk about Jason Kipnis, but we talked about him another episode ago, or a couple episodes ago. I think it was in the starting pitcher episode, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. So we talked about Jason Kipnis, but Jake Lamb is a new one. So Jake Lamb, he, back in his Arizona Diamondbacks days, when he was healthy, this guy was an absolute stud. He came up in 2014. He still looks like he's 22 years old. I mean, I gotta point that out too. He's 30 years old, but he looks like he's 22. He was not healthy at all, hardly at all in 2018. He was injured for about half of 2019 and in 2020. It was like his first like really healthy year with the Diamondbacks. He was not good. He hit 116 with a 380 OPS, but he when he went to Oakland, we saw glimpses of what he was like back when he was an all-star in 2017. 3 homers, 9 RBIs, and 882 OPS. This guy's a stud. I mean, there's no other way around it. A career OPS of 98, but obviously when you're battling injuries like crazy, like he has been, the OPS plus should climb if he can stay healthy. And if he does stay healthy, I feel like he could platoon with Austin Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the signing as well. The
I mean,
potential is endless, and worst case scenario, he's just a bat on the bench. But I could see him being an everyday third baseman if everything goes well.
yeah.
I think he could turn out to be the Travis d'Arnaud kind of signing that comes out of nowhere and just really, really finds his legs under him. I'm a fan of any signing from Oakland or Tampa.
For sure. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
when this guy stayed on the field in 2016 and 2017, he was an all-star in 2017. He had 29 bombs in 2016, 30 in 2017. He had 105 RBIs and 91 RBIs in 2016 to 2017. A 114 and 112 OPS plus. So when this guy is healthy and on the field, he produces. It's just about keeping him on the field. And I think hopefully, whether that's, just him being a bench bat and playing, maybe starting one game a week potentially, and then just coming off the bench and maybe even being that, that clutch guy that Charlie Culberson was. I mean, that's being optimistic, obviously, but I think very good signing, very underrated. I didn't even know he's a free agent actually until we signed him.
Same.
So I like it a lot.
I'm a huge Jake Lamb fan. Always have been. I mean, he was when he was with the Diamondbacks, he was just so darn good for when he was healthy. Of course, I know I keep saying that, but I really think that this guy's potential is just through the roof. He's only 30 years old. He's been around a while. He's a veteran now, even though he looks like he just came out of high school. But a lot of power. He's just, he's never hit higher than 263 in a season. I mean, he did hit 267 with Oakland, but combined with his stats with Arizona, he hit 193 for the year. Exact same as 2019, but he was battling a lot of injuries. So, last time he was really healthy was 2017. So 4 years ago, which is, I know it's a long time ago, but he still put up an OPS of 840 and 844 in those 2 years, 2016 and 2017. And a fan favorite out there in Arizona. So,
also, before we move on, this guy's got a pretty solid glove too. Really, his only 2 poor seasons were 2016 and 17 when he was hitting like crazy. But other than that, he's been a pretty reliable glove there in the hot corner.
Absolutely. I mean, this guy's glove is kind of under the radar as well. I didn't even look at his. I haven't even taken a look at his fielding stats either. But defensive runs saved. Let's try to find that. Why is DRS not on Baseball Reference? That's tough. Is it RDRS? No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, but he has a good glove. A career 963 fielding percentage, which is not bad for a third baseman at all. Third base is the hardest, probably the hardest position in the field. Maybe not catcher, but it's the hardest position by far in the infield.
He had 13 defensive runs saved in 2015.
Did he?
Yeah.
And really, his just 2 bad years in 2016 and 17, that kind of brings down his career average.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think I really do like his glove as well.
Mm-hmm. So Jake Lamb, huge fan of this one. And of course, the elephant in the room. This is what a lot of people want to hear about. We got Marcell Ozuna back. We had an entire episode dedicated to this because it was so big. We recorded 2 podcasts in the same day because I talked about the Trevor Bauer signing. And then that night I was driving to get some dinner and I get this text on my phone from Luke. You're like, like you, I don't know what you said, but you got my attention.
I don't remember. I can try and find it.
I don't know. It's probably. I think we should probably not even say it because it's probably something that we shouldn't even say. But holy, because he's back. So, is that exactly what it is? Do you know?
Hang on. I'm still scrolling back.
That's okay. We text a lot, so
yeah.
So, we put in our notes, hopefully to talk about a big signing, aka Ozuna update, Ozuna, and then update LFG. So we were so excited when we got him. So
yeah,
we had an entire episode on him. So I mean, obviously, I said earlier he's my favorite Braves player right now because he's just such a. All he does is rake. I mean, his swing is so good. The sleeve, the mixing bowl thing, the mix it up thing. I don't even know what you want to call it. Whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
This guy was the perfect
bowl thing.
Yeah. Okay. We'll name it that. The mixing. I mean, that's kind of what it is. I don't know. Stirring the pot, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it is. I know it was hashtag mix it up during the postseason and all that, but did they have that during the regular season? I can't remember, but monster power. This guy was the perfect guy to replace Josh Donaldson. I mean, I was one of those guys who was I was really ticked off when we didn't get Josh Donaldson, but when we signed Marcell Ozuna, I was like, whatever. At least we got a guy, but this is not Josh Donaldson. And we saw what Josh Donaldson did in Minnesota in 2020. He was injured a lot, but he was just not good. he was not Josh Donaldson like, and Marcell Ozuna was an MVP candidate. So obviously we made the right choice there, and he's back on a very team friendly deal, a 4-year, 65 million, I think. Somewhere I've seen 64, I've seen 65. I don't know which is correct. So whatever Ken Rosenthal said, yeah, that's correct. So, when in doubt, check go with Kenny. So, how long have we been on? I think we've been on for about. Well, Luke had some technical difficulties, so I'm guessing about an hour and 15 minutes. So, this was actually we were actually expecting this episode to be a little longer, but
Yeah.
we can get to our. I mean, unless do y'all have anything else about Ozuna?
No, I mean, 4-hole bomber. Let's go win World Series. That's all I have to say.
Amen.
Amen. All right, let's go you get 2 amens. All right, so I think it's time to find a wallet. So I discussed this with Henry earlier today about our segments that we always do. Had the DFA Liberty Media, and we had several of those this episode, but let me find one. And then both of you, we this is the first time we've ever had 2 guessers for who this home run was hit by. So this should be fun. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong Instagram account. Also, never mind. I need to tell Luke something after the podcast. So,
Yeah.
I was about to say that on air. I was just like, oh, this is not the same. Anyways, Oh wait, we also have had some Braves news today. Guillermo Heredia, we claimed him off waivers from the Mets. I don't know. Really. I mean, he's a solid bench bat. He's a solid 4th, 5th outfielder. I think we definitely did need an extra outfielder. So we have both Ender and Heredia now as our backup outfielder. So Heredia is a solid guy as well. We haven't even brought that up yet, but how do y'all feel about Guillermo Heredia?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same boat as Sandoval. I don't know if he'll make the roster, but just looking at his stats, are not too optimistic.
Mm-hmm. I mean, his career high in batting average is 250. Not great.
His rookie year.
Yeah. And his career high in OPS is 668. Never been great. Oh, 672. I'm sorry. That was in 2020. But that was only in 15 games with the Pirates and Mets. So I really don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's not a bad deal, but it's like he's a good defensive outfielder. He's fast. He can steal bases. No, just kidding. He only has 7 in his career. I thought he was a fast guy. Maybe not. Never mind. This guy is not as good as I had hoped. I mean, I'm not. But he's a 5th outfielder. So I mean, at least we got a 5th outfielder that we can rely on if we need him. So, it was definitely a slow off season, but when this episode airs, you never know. Maybe we're not even done. Maybe we do bring back Shane Green. Who knows? But I hope we do bring back Shane Green. I think that having Luke Jackson in Double-A would help. Maybe even Single-A.
Yes. Or just release him.
Or just release. No, well, we
get that burden out of our franchise.
Maybe he can help our Single-A team. Maybe he can help the Augusta Green Jackets. You never know.
Yeah.
Throwing BP to him.
Yeah, we could throw BP to the Augusta Green Jackets. That works too. I'm sure the fans who show up early to the Augusta games will really appreciate that. Anyways, yeah, I gotta find a wallet. So, anything y'all want to add about our off season? Did I miss anything?
No, I think you're good.
Yeah. I wish we went after starters a little more aggressively, and it sucked to see Melanson walk, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So this one You remember the last episode we had? This wasn't. Oh, the last time we didn't do one last episode because it was a serious topic. We talked about Hank Aaron, Phil Necro, and Don Sutton, all three of those guys, and it was kind of a sad episode. But so we didn't have a WAP segment. So last time we did have a WAP segment was episode 10 with Jordan Rager, but we didn't. We let Jordan go a little before that because we didn't want to hold him too long, and we didn't want to get on his nerves. So we let him go before we can before we could proceed with our stupid segments. But we love doing this stuff. So this, if you remember the last one, it was Kurt Suzuki from July 28th, 2017.
Miss Kurt.
We miss Kurt Suzuki. We sure do. So this one comes from the exact same game.
Oh gosh.
July 28th, 2017. Y'all can take your guesses.
Nick Markakis.
No.
Freddie Freeman.
No.
Austin Riley.
No.
Andrew Inciarte.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Did I get it right?
No.
Dang it! I thought I finally got one right.
I had a sound effect there.
I thought I finally got one right.
Did you hear the sound effect?
Yeah, I heard the sound effect.
I kind of heard it. I mean, I heard it, but I don't know what it said.
Should I turn it up a little bit? Okay. So keep guessing. I'll play it again.
I can almost guarantee it wasn't Tyler Flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it messed up. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good guess.
It's a good guess, but no.
It's a good guess.
Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good guess.
You're loving this, aren't you, David?
David's having too much fun.
I'm doing this every episode. I don't care.
See, who was on the 2017 team? Is it Preston Tucker again or something?
That's a good guess.
I thought it was 20. I think it said 2018.
You know what? I'll only play the. Oh yeah, that's a good guess when you get it right. So, keep guessing.
Ozzy.
Nope.
Fulton Evans.
Not quite. I'm not stopping until y'all guess it. So. Luke, you always ask for hints, so like go ahead and like ask a question.
Is it Johan Camargo?
It is Johan Camargo. Oh wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Johan Camargo from July 28th. Why did I close out my app? I'm so stupid. I got to pull it up again. Wait, did you cheat?
Anthony Recker.
David Freitas. Do you not remember him? He was our backup. He was one of our backup catchers that year, in like 2017.
Who was he actually?
Yeah.
Adonis Garcia.
Oh, Adonis.
I don't think
Ruiz.
Brandon
Phillips.
Uribe.
No, you're going through the entire 20. You looked up the 2017 roster. That's not fair.
Oh no, I know who it is. It's Matt Adams, 100%.
I already told you it was.
He said
Johan
it was
Camargo.
Johan.
You said good guess.
After
I thought I got it wrong. I thought I got it wrong. I'm still going. I'm still saying stuff.
Guessing.
Is it Matt Kemp? Danny Santana? Lane Adams? Emilio Bonifacio? James Peterson?
It was David. No, it was Johan Camargo. You really had to look up the roster though. That's cheating. Can't do that anymore. Now I gotta find a new Wallop. Just kidding. We'll have 2 Wallop segments because Luke's a cheater. You're a 2017 Astro.
Same
Okay.
season.
Okay. Johan Camargo. This was his second career homer. So
Wow.
let's go.
One here in the 8th.
High fly ball, walloped by Camargo. Wow, look at that baby
Back-to-back bombs in the 8th inning for Atlanta.
Oh. Someone in the dugout was like, "Oh, I don't know." It's back-to-back walloped, I guess. Hell yeah, it was back-to-back. It was back-to-back
really?
walloped. Yeah. Let's just
Sweet.
look, Kurt Suzuki,
A high fly ball, wallop toward left.
Camargo.
Open in the 7th and have added one here in the 8th. High fly ball, wallop by Camargo.
Isn't that's just so great? I love it. I love Chip Gary.
Love it. Gotta love Chip.
But we gotta have a new wallop, so because Luke cheated. So another guessing game.
I didn't cheat. I just looked up the roster. There's a difference.
You can't do that.
Says who?
June 17th, 2017. You looked at the roster, so you can just
Adonis Garcia.
no.
Matt Kemp.
No. Henry can guess.
Freddie.
No.
Nick Markakis.
Nope.
Ender.
Nope.
Ozzy.
Nope.
Dansby.
Nope. Henry.
Kurt.
No.
Tyler Flowers.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Yeah! It's Tyler Flowers. It actually is Tyler Flowers.
Tell me
By the
the
way.
score. for
Wait,
this game.
wait,
It
wait,
was
wait, wait,
probably
wait, wait.
11-2 or something.
Is this the game? Yeah, is this the game where he went like dead center when we were down by like 15 runs?
No.
That's like the one time Tyler Flowers would hit a home run.
He was actually good in 2017. He just fell off so fast. After
Tyler
that.
Flowers has never been good at baseball.
Pull
I
up
could
his
get a little
2017.
leaguer
Okay, let's
I
give
looked
Tyler
at
Flowers
this
a
man's
little
stats.
bit of credit.
I could get a little league catcher to put up those numbers.
Tyler Flowers, I'm just going to pull up his stats in 2017 because he was actually low-key kind of decent. Also, he's about 10 pounds lighter than Pablo Sandoval. Can we just point that out? Anyways.
Only 10?
I know. So in 2017, he hit 281 with an 823 OPS. He's never been good.
He's never been good. He never will be
823
good.
OPS.
He sucks. I'm better.
115 OPS plus. I'm not making this up. This is on Baseball Reference. 12 homers, 49 RBIs on the season.
So see 82 strikeouts.
I see
Like
91 the year before.
Tyler Flowers is so bad that he's not even the best Tyler Flowers you look up when it's baseball related. It's some guy from Texas Tech.
You're a little loud, by the way. Still, you're too loud. Anyways, Tyler Flowers had a wallop, so let's go.
Creep back into this one. Down 7-3. The pitch. High fly ball. That's wallop toward the gap in left center. And Tyler Flowers has a home run. All right, that's a start.
That's a start. Thanks, Joe Simpson.
Of course,
So we were down big.
We're down 7-3.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Tyler Flowers would never hit a home run when we were winning. You kidding me?
If it's a close game, that man's striking out, guaranteed.
Oh no, don't play again. It was only the 6th inning, so it was off Brad Ziegler.
Did we win that game or no?
Probably not.
He said no.
Tyler
Wait,
Flowers
it
is
was
in the
it
game.
was
That's a no.
It was against the Marlins, so was that the 8-run comeback?
No, the 8-run comeback was on a
I was there
Sunday.
for
No,
that. I was there
well,
for
it was
that
a day-
game.
this
but
was a
Tyler
day game.
Flowers did not hit a homer.
Who knows?
I would have remembered if Tyler Flowers hit a home run.
I would drop dead if I saw Tyler Flowers hit a home run.
Like
me
I
see
would
if
have
we-
to wake myself
Let
up
me see if
from
we
a dream.
came back. Let me see if we came back. I doubt we did.
No chance. Tyler Flowers is a home run, and
We
we come
did
back in
win.
the same
We
game.
did win. We came back
No
at
way.
187. We came back 187. We had a walk off that game. It looks like. Was this the
Walk-off
comeback?
homer?
Oh, it was a Brandon Phillips walk off.
The Dansby hit the 8-run comeback.
Let me play the call for the walk off.
Let me guess who hit it. Brandon Phillips.
Brandon
Oh, it's not even the real call. It's just a recap thing from MLB.com. What the heck? That's dumb. I wanted to hear Chip Carey. Okay, well, we came back and won that game, and Tyler Flowers hit a bomb. So, y'all were just that claim of he's never hit a clutch homer in his life was just disproven. But he hasn't been clutch recently. Well, that was clutch right there. He
doesn't count.
If he hadn't done that, we
Doesn't
wouldn't
count.
have won that game.
Doesn't count.
Okay.
Doesn't count.
Anyways, we're on our
Or
next
if he hit
moment.
that ball, I would have hit it twice as far.
We're totally trashing Tyler Flowers. Good thing he's not on the team. That'd be
I'm
kind of
s-
awkward.
Watch
I
us re-sign him.
praise Jesus for that every day.
Like, what if we are talking
him-
about a guy, we're just bashing Tyler Flowers in an episode, and like we get a notification that we re-signed Tyler Flowers as we are bashing him.
Let's see.
Could you-
Let's
like, what if that
refresh
actually
Twitter.
I'd close my computer and walk out.
Wow.
Go get some Taco Bell, eat away the pain.
Why Taco Bell though? Like you could go to like Chick-fil-A. That's better. Chick-fil-A's the best.
Taco Bell.
Well, don't sleep on Taco Bell, bro.
Yeah, don't
now.
disrespect the bell.
I'm more of a chicken guy, you know. I mean, Taco Bell's quesadillas aren't bad, but like, I don't know. I'm not a big taco guy. I don't know.
Dude,
I love tacos. I love tacos, but like I'm not. I don't like eat them very often. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
a Braves podcast. Why are we talking about tacos?
Speaking of tacos, while we're on topic with the Braves, the tacos at Truist Park are pretty solid. If y'all have ever had
never
I haven't
had
tried this. I always
them,
go
they're pretty
to
reliable.
I always go to. I mean, there are a lot of good places to get some food at Truist Park. They have that Waffle House in right field, and then they have the Chick-fil-A, and then obviously like the ballpark classics and stuff.
I'm usually a big I'll
Oh,
either get a
wait.
hot dog or pizza. That's like the only and then peanuts, obviously. You know, peanuts is a go-to. Gotta get peanuts.
Beehive Center, they have that barbecue place. What is that barbecue place called? Oh,
Oh, I know. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
Something.
it's
Something
so
barbecue.
good.
Yeah, it is.
when I
really
see
good.
it, it's gonna hit me in the face.
I
Yeah,
know.
I know it.
I'm going to be listening back over this episode. I'm going to think I'm so stupid. Let me just pause the episode until I can figure out what this is.
Okay, Fox Brothers.
Fox
We found
Brothers
it.
Barbecue. How did I forget that one? It's so good. Please tell them the podcast sent you. You'll get 10% off your meal. Just kidding.
That is a lie.
Yeah, quit
Anyway.
making up the demands we can't keep.
Just tell them the podcast sent you, and we might get more listeners. So that also helps. So, anyways, I think we're about to wrap up. So, y'all got anything else you want to discuss?
No.
No, I'm all good.
All right. So I gotta find the next moment in our countdown.
What are we at? 13?
So I think so. Yeah. Let's see it. And I also ask. Okay. Wait, did we do this moment? Okay. So this was October 8th, 2010.
So this was a playoff game. October 8th.
It's gonna be Acuna.
2010.
No, 2010. No. I didn't
Acuna
hear
in
the
2010?
part.
Okay.
I didn't hear that 2010 part.
Okay, Acuna. I'm gonna
Fresh out of the womb,
say
hitting
Oh, wait,
bomb.
this is number 12 on the countdown, by the way. We're all the way at number
Number
12.
12.
That's crazy. We're flying through this countdown.
was this
Could have been Andrew Jones.
Brandon Beachy's something in the playoffs? I don't know. Didn't he throw a shutout in the playoffs? I don't know. Maybe not.
No.
Miss that guy, Brandon Beachy. What a stud.
Oh, ooh.
2010.
This is interesting. I mean, this was
Could
2
that
days
have-
before. This was 2 days before the Eric Kinski homer. So this is not that moment. So
I was thinking Andrelton Simmons, but I guess that.
this is a
Yeah, I have
this
no
was-
clue.
This was when Alex Gonzalez was the shortstop. So
Alex Gonzalez.
When did we get Simmons?
I
It
don't
feels
know.
like that was earlier.
I'll give you a hint as to who this was involved. This guy was no, this is gonna be too obvious. He was a pitcher turned outfielder.
Hmm. Oh, what's his name?
Oh, I think Henry knows.
Pitcher turned outfielder.
And Henry's looking it up, but
No, I
Lucas
always
Lewis.
forget his name.
Pitcher turned outfielder.
If I said a 4-letter word that we actually discussed last episode, or I think we discussed this in an episode before.
4-letter word.
We just actually no, that's a terrible thing. I probably shouldn't even say 4-letter word because it's like the most random 4-letter word ever. I think Henry knows who it is. He just can't remember the name.
I don't know who it is.
Jordan something?
No, this was not Jordan Schaefer.
Jordan
No, I wasn't
Schaefer.
thinking. I wasn't thinking Schaefer. I was thinking someone else. Okay, now I'm
Michael
actually looking it up.
Bourne.
He was not a pitcher. Anyways,
Anderson Simmons was a pitcher coming out of the draft.
Turn shortstop.
this was Rick Ankiel.
There we go.
Oh,
I was the 4-letter word was yips because it's such a random. That's the most random 4-letter word. I don't know why I said that.
yeah.
Because that's a terrible hint. But anyways, it was a pitcher turned outfielder. So, anyways, October 8th, 2010. This is Game 2 with the NLDS. And Tim Lincecum threw a complete game shutout in Game 1. So, we were down 1-0 in the series, and this game had gone extra innings. We were in the 11th inning, 1 down, 2-2 count to Rick Ankiel. He was our center fielder, and he delivered a moonshot into McCovey Cove to give the Rays a 4-3 lead, or 5-4 lead, sorry. And they would go on to win by that score. And the reason why this is ahead of the Erikinski thing is because we actually did win this game, and it was a little more special because it was Bobby Cox's final win ever as manager. Even though he's ejected earlier in the game, it was his final win. Typical Bobby getting ejected, but oh, I gotta love Bobby's ejections.
I love it.
He was ejected in the 2nd inning, so he wasn't even there. He was in the clubhouse just watching it on the clubhouse TV. But he was the second. He was the second player in history to hit a postseason homer into McCovey Cove. If y'all can believe that. And it was the first visiting player. The first player to do it was the guy who hit like literally 80% of the splash hits at Barry Bonds. So
Barry Bonds.
Elite company. Actually,
So-
sorry, cheating company.
So, anyways, this is number 12 in our countdown, and for our YouTube viewers, you can let me just. There's a picture of Bobby walking off the field for the last time of a win. So, anyways, that's just for our YouTube viewers. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's in the description. Please do. Get us to 20 subscribers. We're at 18, and we've been stuck on 18 for about 2 weeks. So we need some subscribers.
Go
so
live.
please
We'll
do.
go live soon.
Yeah, we'll go live. How about let's see. When is our first televised game? I don't know. We'll discuss all this stuff as we go along in spring training. But anyways, this is number 12 in our countdown of the top 10 moments or top 20 moments of the decade from 2010 to 2019. If you guys want to see this countdown, it's hashtag Braves Flashbacks on Instagram, and all 20 moments are right there. Anyways, please do check out everything in the description, all the info there. Use my promo code Braves News on SeatGeek. Big thank you to Henry for joining us this episode. Hopefully this isn't the last time. Hopefully this isn't the last time we can have you. But anyways, we're signing off. My name is David Waters.
I'm Luke Hardin.
I'm Henry Meyer.
We'll see you guys all in episode 13.
Peace.
And a fly ball hit deep to right field. And this ball is out of here and over the seats. Rick
crowd is stunned.